and every time I barged in, he'd smile. And that told me he must like me barging in his room. Really smart, right? Really smart. Did you?
I didn't get that. I knew when you kept bothering me non-stop, no matter what was happening. It was pretty much no matter what was happening.
No. I bothered you because you were like lonely, and I was like giving you.
Hey, what's up everybody? My name's Anthony Resinello. I'm a social and relationship coach living in Los Angeles. I've been doing this since 2005. If you're wondering what it means to be a social and relationship coach, I basically help people learn how to meet the people that they really want to in their lives. You could find me in bars, parks, clubs, parties, teaching people how to get over their anxieties, learn how to be more of themselves, their authentic selves, so they could better communicate who they are to others, bringing in the right people, helping them more easily have fun, connection, lovey, chemistry type of stuff. Because I've been talking about a lot of gamer couples lately, I'd like to talk about another YouTuber who I think is doing an amazing job of helping gamers with relationships. His name is Dr. K. His channel is Healthy Gamer GG, and you could click on his channel in the link in the description or watch one of his videos. Hey, actually coincidentally about the same person that I'm gonna cover today, you can click on that video right there. This guy is an actual doctor. I ain't a doctor, I'm just a dude. I hope you watch him. He's really great. I just want to put out some good vibes into YouTube. And without further ado, I am gonna react to the relationship of Lilypichu and Michael Reeves today. I have gotten so many requests to react to these people. I've checked them out a very, very little bit before doing this video. They seem, they seem adorable. And so without further ado, I'm gonna react to them right now with the touch of this button.
I just want him to wear this minion mask. I've been waiting for a while. Does it actually look like a minion?
Like mangoes. Okay, first off, you look terrifying.
It doesn't look like a minion, but you know what? Just try it. Oh, I can't wait to see this. I'm so excited about it. Oh my god. We'll be right outside, you know, waiting.
Now at the moment, I think at the recording of this video, they were just friends or not officially dating yet. I really don't know much about these guys. I don't know much about this couple. Through watching some of the videos, I realized that like OfflineTV is kind of like their hype house, if you would. And it seems like they built their relationship through that. I don't know. I think what I was told is these two were not officially dating yet at the time this was recorded. So I think they were just friends. And so I think that's a good context to start this off.
For your transformation.
Why does he have to close it?
I don't know.
I love these video game captions.
Michael?
Dude, why the fuck is he
For the first, I haven't read.
You look like Homer Simpson. I don't see
He's
this in my
just
nightmares.
calmly chilling out on his phone.
You can just bite into it. Michael, just bite into it. You like it?
That is so fucking good and so incredibly unhealthy for you.
It's so good though. We're gonna be fat.
Yo, I'm obese.
You can finish it if you want.
Fuck you for showing me this.
He's still eating it.
I'm just gonna have a bite.
Stop crying, we're in public. It's like the
Don't
fun
cry, we're in
experiment.
public.
Are you gonna eat the entire thing?
Stop judging me.
Are you gonna finish it?
No.
You might as well. You literally like, it's like gone.
No, I have self-control.
You have to finish it. You actually finished it. Oh my gosh, Michael. Do you know how many calories are in that thing? Alright, the Vaughn's at Volcano Tea now. Remember, we gotta be sneaky. Wait, is that them? That's not them, is it? Oh my god, it's them. Oh my god, we have to hide. We have to hide.
Oh my god, is that LA? Do they live in LA, these two? Whoa, I think I've seen that place before.
I'm gonna try vlogging more because their internet's shit and I can't stream. God damn. Alright, let's go. Another day in the offline TV house. Fed is streaming. Good on him. What's Pokey doing? She's playing League of Legends. Okay, good on her. Michael. Free. And then, what's Yvonne doing? She's not... Okay, bye Yvonne. And then what's Scar? Do scars? Do scars in the basement? I can't. I love wearing heels because I can...
By the way, I just love these two personalities. To me, this just proves that wherever you go, you could find a subculture anywhere in the world and find just really attractive, interesting, fun, happy, hilarious people. Whoever you are, whatever your interests are, whatever you look like, whatever your personality is like, you are able to find your tribe. Just trust me about this. They are a perfect example. I would have never known that there's people like Lilypichu and Michael Reeves, and they have the personalities that they do, and they look the way that they look, and they act the way that they act, and they're so beautiful, they're so interesting, they're so charming, they're so different than what I usually see, but they exist, and if you are like them, you could find a tribe just like them. Just like you could find a tribe for people that are into photography, people that are into sports, people that are into whatever it is, psychology. I think people, when it comes to relationships and dating and making friends, they're so focused on trying to find who is the coolest, most popular people, and how could I get into that circle? How could I date that person? You gotta get your head out of that whole thing. I want you to focus smaller. I want you to say, what are my interests? What are the type of people that I actually like? Not what are the people that are cool. Who are the coolest in terms of like popularity? Who do I actually connect with? Who do I like? Who do I feel so natural to be with? Find that tribe. And when you're there, you're gonna find that you are actually a lot more of an attractive person than you may have thought if you were trying to wiggle your way into the cool group. You're gonna find that there's a home for you, and you're gonna find that there are really attractive people there that you could start a relationship with.
Taller than Michael. How does that make you feel?
Not that different from how I usually feel. It's pretty easy to be taller than me.
I know, but that makes me feel...
By the way, I don't want you to think I don't think these people are cool. These people are awesome. But when I talk about cool, I talk about like cool, like popular high school, like you are the prom king and prom queen type of cool. Different definition of cool to me.
He's a good friend.
Yeah, I can see.
Yes.
Ow, fuck. Fuck this shit. It just broke. Okay, I need to tell you something. My scrim's at 4:30. That means we have 30 more minutes together. Isn't that exciting? Oh my god.
Oh, that's really cool, Lily. That's really good to know, buddy.
Okay,
Really good to know. That's super cool. That's really cool.
Now, if you're new to my channel, I talk about this all the time. These two met through being best friends. And that's how they got into a relationship. This is the best way to get into a relationship. Compare Lily and Michael to how dating usually works. You're usually online, you go on a first date with the person. There's all of these nerves because you don't know that person. They don't know you just based off of a few little comments and a chat and a couple pictures. And you are trying to put on your best self. You are trying to show how romantic and cool you are. And so is the other person. There's all these nerves. And really the first date is kind of just showing the other person that you are a viable prospect for like either a relationship or hooking up. And there's not a lot of your real personalities coming together, connecting, having that super, super fun time with each other. That's why a lot of people drink on the first dates, is so they could get that out. But still, drinking kind of actually makes you into like a weird version of your real true self. And even beyond that, you are still trying to show off. You're still trying to like be that cool person, that super attractive person. You don't really get to know each other until like, I don't know, the third date, because the second date is you trying to show your most like romantic self, right? It's like, let's talk now more about our lives and dream and talk about our future and who we really are. Still, that's not exactly who you are. It's like the vision of what you would like to show to that person. But when you're best friends with somebody, you are truly showing your real self, and that person is truly showing their real self, and that chemistry is real as hell, baby. And when I'm watching these two, that is exactly what I'm seeing, and it's so beautiful to watch with these two super charming, super attractive, super interesting, funny people that are coming together. And getting together is so much easier that way. Now, I know a lot of my subscribers that have already been watching my videos know what I'm about to say next. Yeah, but isn't that the friend zone? And how do I get out of it? My subscribers know that the difference between the friend zone and what I'm talking about is very simple. You showing your attraction to that person from the beginning. Now, this doesn't mean like, yeah, I really want to hook up with you. Not that type of attraction. Little small things. Just be like, oh, it's so cute when you do that. Little small thing to hint that you are interested in that person brings you guys together so much more easily. There's a lot more to it than that in showing attraction. That was just a small example. But the basics is when somebody's in the friend zone, they are hiding their actual interest in that person for the most part. And they are in that friendship only in hopes that that person likes them. That is not what I'm talking about. What these two are doing is, yes, they are attracted to each other probably, early on. They may not be showing it like I'm talking about. However, the one thing I'm pretty sure of is that the sole reason for being a friend is not so they could hopefully get into a relationship. They would be friends regardless, and you could just tell. That is such a big thing. The second part of the friend zone is somebody in the friend zone, they are hiding themselves. They are trying to change who they are in hopes of making that person like them. Again, you could tell, Lily, Michael, they're not really doing that. Maybe tiny, tiny, tiny places at the start, but honestly, I don't really see it at all. It is just full on, super, two equals coming together and showing their interest in each other. But let's watch the story of how they met. These things are my favorite, by the way, and I used to have a vlog called Tales of Woo where I would interview couples on the story of how they met. I am about to bring that back in a couple months. I can't wait to do it because that gives so much feedback to me on how people actually get together. And it actually helped me realize that the best relationships were started most easily when they started out as really good friends.
Okay, now tell them how we confess to each other.
Sure.
Really? Okay, you can start if you want. Oh, I'm just like, every time you come on my stream, I just like keep embarrassing you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. It's not intentional. It's just like, I just want to tell cute stuff while you're here, you know?
It's okay. I have some pretty cute stuff that you've said before, too.
Okay, well, basically, chat, Michael and I were sitting together, and then it was one of those awkward sitting together things where like I knew he liked me, and I think he knew I kind of liked him, you know? But then like we weren't saying anything, and we were just like sitting together in silence. And then I was like, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking what you're thinking.
I'm like, are you thinking? I'm thinking what you're thinking, but are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Like, yeah, I'm 98% sure I'm thinking what you're thinking.
I want to put a full screen. I'm too lazy to full screen it. I don't know how to full screen. I'm not a streamer. Transform and fit the screen. Why is it square though? Why is it square?
Okay, good enough.
Why is it square? Anyway, we were sitting, and then basically like, are you thinking what I'm thinking? And then like kept going back and forth. And then I was like, I think I'm thinking what you're thinking. And then I was like, yeah, I think I'm thinking what you're thinking too. And then what happened after that?
Just kind of talked about feelings like mature adults.
Yeah, I was like, I think I like you. And I think I like you too.
Yeah.
That was
just a very
That was it. That was a very like honest conversation. I'm like, okay, I guess that's that.
Very adult, very normal.
Very adult, very mutual. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, reasonable. It was a
And that's what it is. And then I was like, what are we gonna do about it? It's nothing.
Okay, fine.
That's it. I know it's not a very
interesting
story, but that's honestly how it happened.
I think it's pretty interesting.
Before too, he would leave his door open. I think that's how I knew. Kinda. You left your door unlocked. And then I kept barging in. And every time I barged in, you'd smile. That told me he must like me barging in his room. Really smart, right? Really smart.
I didn't get that. I knew when you kept bothering me non-stop, no matter what was happening. It was pretty much no matter what was happening.
No. I bothered you because you were like lonely, and I was like giving you like
Lonely. I was usually like working on something.
No, you weren't. You absolutely weren't working on anything.
I'm usually very much working on things.
No, you aren't. You're always watching. You're always watching YouTube videos. I'm playing games.
You need a brainstorm, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta play Valorant to brainstorm it out.
You've been playing a lot of Valorant recently.
Dude, I want to play more Valorant too.
Me too.
This shit's really fun.
Okay, so I gotta say, I know I say it with a lot of videos, but these two are officially my favorite YouTube couple. They are so adorable together. And they both have that friendship dynamic. Like they just seem like best friends with each other, but at the same time, they're able to like express their affection for each other in such a cute way where it's like not too much and kind of weird, but at the same time, not like nothing going on where it looks like they're just brother and sister. They balance it so perfectly. But I want to get to the story, and Lily was talking like, oh, this is not a very interesting conversation, but yeah, to me that was a really interesting story of how they admitted that they're into each other. They said, are you thinking what I'm thinking? And he's like, I think I'm thinking what you're thinking. She goes, I am thinking that I like you. And he's like, yeah, I like you too. And they were pretty just normal about it. This showed, again, there's no friend zoning here because you could tell that Michael and Lily, they were such good friends with each other that there was no need for them to want the other person to like be in love with them and, oh my God, I really hope this person likes me so I can be in a relationship. I don't know, I'm not gonna be happy if they're not. You could tell, it's like, I'm just happy to be really, really good friends with you. And they don't need anything more than that. So the transition from friends to being in a relationship was so easy for them. And I'm sure that after they admitted that they liked each other, it just didn't end from there and they just went on their ways. They probably started, you know, getting more affectionate, started kissing or something, I don't know. But I mean, I think they were downplaying the story. And another thing that I think is really interesting about this, if we really look at it, is I believe the best way that it works is two people, they make best friends with each other, they show their interest in each other, and it gets to the point where it's just obvious at a point. They're together and they just feel it. they're close to each other. You know, the guard is down with that kind of like physical barrier where you could tell that they're just comfortable being really close. They're comfortable looking at each other in that certain way. So that's what they did. They just said that they like each other and they decided they were in a relationship. That is how, honestly, this is probably like the most healthy example of getting into a relationship I've ever seen in my life. This is like the ideal. Like if you were going to open a physics book and look at how something works perfectly in an ideal environment, this is how it would be. And the reason is because I think that these two are really mature, really good people. So there's no ego involved in this relationship. There's only love involved. And I think that's why it happens so naturally. Now, I think I might have seen something where like they broke up, or I could be completely wrong. I could be thinking about another couple, but did they break up already? Because I know this is a relatively new relationship. Let me know in the comments. That would really suck if that was the case. It might even be talked about in the Dr. K Healthy Gamer GG video. I honestly didn't even watch that video. I'm linking it because I know that, you know, I'm covering her right now and I know that he covered her. But I watched the other videos from Dr. K. But yeah, I hope they didn't break up. That would really suck. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any suggestions, join my Discord.
Hey guys, I was just told, like literally as I was editing, that there's some sort of allegations going on at that house, at the OTV house, regarding Fedmeister and women that lived there. If you'd like me to speak on those things, I haven't even watched any videos, but this is something I obviously take very seriously. So if you want me to speak on it, if you want me to talk about what's going on from my perspective, from my point of view, from why men do what they do and how we could end that, help end that, and help men see women and see people and see the world and their world and who they are in a different light, and hopefully stop this horrible shit that's going on in the world regarding toxic masculinity. Let me know in the comments.